Good morning. How are you? All right. So, thank you for joining. I'm going to jump right into my intro. My name is Erin. This is Ageless Beauty with Erin. And today we are going to do a full face of new makeup, but it's all e.l.f. So e.l.f. obviously, well, not obviously, you might not know this, but e.l.f. stands for eyes, lips, face. So that's, and it's a very affordable makeup brand that you can buy about anywhere. You can go to Walmart, drugstores, even Ulta. And I actually, when I bought these products, I bought from a whole different places. I've got them in one box, but I bought from different places. So I have used e.l.f. in the past. Like, I actually like e.l.f. I have a couple things that I grab on a regular and use. But I didn't have enough for a full face. Now, to be fair, I've only got 2 brands. And I don't even know if I still do. But at one point in time, I had 2 brands, which was Tarte and ColourPop, that I could do a full face start to finish. I don't know if I still have that ability with those products. I think, for the most part, I do. But, yeah, this will be the next brand that I could do full face from. So I bought some stuff. Like I said, I've got a full box here. Okay. I am going to put them out. We'll talk about them as we go because I'm not going to try to introduce every bit at first. But there's a lot of products on here that have been really talked about a lot. So I tried to get those. And yeah, so I am going to set up. We're going to get ready. And we're going to do this full face. So thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Erin. This is Ageless Beauty with Erin. And I'm ready to go. Okay. Well, that didn't work. So I've got everything kind of in some kind of order. We'll talk about it. All the stuff will have to be opened as we go. So we'll just go from there. Everything that I bought, and I mean, you know it's e.l.f., but is it like the Camo concealer? Is it the blue light setting spray? All this will be listed below, so don't forget to check that out. And let's go. Okay, so I start with my eyes. I always do. You guys, you've been with me. You know I start with my eyes. And I was very disappointed when I could not find a primer for eyeshadow. I mean, e.l.f. has a ton of primers. And I bought a new one. I actually have one that I use regularly, which is the Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm not using it today unless I feel like I have to. But, yeah, they didn't have a primer for our eyes. And I was like, really? That's kind of odd. So I did get the 16-hour Camo concealer. And I'm going to use it. Now, oh gosh, I'm opening it. That's a very big wand. It's okay. We'll figure it out. But I've heard such great things about this concealer. I'm really hoping it'll be good. Because if you've been with me, you know I struggle with a good concealer that doesn't necessarily, like, you know, settle into fine lines in my laugh lines and my wrinkles. And, you know, you see a lot of people buy these things and use them, which is great because that's what they, you know, you want to see as many people as you can use something to see if it's worth, or if, you know, if it's worth wanting to buy and try. But a lot of the people you see are very young, and truthfully, they don't need concealer in most parts because there's nothing to conceal. They don't have any issues, but it doesn't work for me. I'm in my 40s. I have fine lines and wrinkles, and I'm glad I don't have more than I do. But yeah, I do. Okay. So I just blended in. I just wanted to put a base down, basically. You know, I use primers, and I love my primers. So we'll see. Now, I bought 2 of these Bite Size eyeshadows. Now, these, honestly, I've heard really good things about, and I hope I really hope they're as good as people say they are. They are dirt cheap. Like, one of these is $3. So there's 4 shades, $3. Come on. Let's hope it's good. But, you know, I do take things with a grain of salt. I am a firm believer you pay for what you get, what you pay for, right? So let's see. So I'm going to open one. This one is the Berry Bad. Yeah. And then I also bought the Rose Water. And I was hoping between the two, I'd be able to get a complete look. I should. I'm looking at these, and I think I will. So very, you know, very handy. I might try to take these with, no, I've got a vacation coming up in 2 weeks, and I'm going to take in one of my travel face palettes that I bought so I can decide about Jamaica. So let's swatch a couple of these. Let's start with the Berry. And I've got a temporary tattoo on my hand. I didn't even think about that because this is where I normally swatch. So we're going to have to swatch on this hand. So, it really doesn't tell me colors. So we'll just start here. And we'll just go down here because I have that right there. Will be a perfect, ooh, that one's very pretty. That'll be a perfect transition color. I'm sorry. I get distracted. Okay, and all right. So I don't know. I mean, it's not like over the top pigmented. Hopefully they will be nice and blendable. Buildable, not blendable. Obviously I want them blendable, but I'm hoping they're I can build up on them. So let me clean up my hands, and we'll go into the Rose. And yeah, I don't know what color scheme I'm going to go with yet. So let's see. We'll do this on. Okay. So as far as swatching goes, I mean, I'm hoping they're blendable. I see a couple of them on here that I really do like. But as far as it goes, I don't know, maybe the light. Nah, it's not the lighting. As far as it goes, they're not like in your face standout type of colors. So we will just go in and decide. I do think I like that as the transition. This one's the purple. Got a purplish, which is the Rose. I guess it's probably normal. But I think I'm going to use a lot in the mauve, the Berry, and maybe the deep in the Rose. We'll see. All we can do is try it, right? Okay, so now we'll just go right into this and see what we can do. It's about the only thing only option we have. Let's see. So the pigment picks up really well on the brush, but let's see how it... Now I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever owned an e.l.f. Eyeshadow. So... Now that transition color, which you probably can't see very well, which is fine, that's what it's for. It's just transitioning and giving me a base. It's actually very pretty. It pigmented, it blended very well. So I'm not unhappy. Let's hope the other colors do just as well, right? Right. All right, so what color do I want to do as my main? I'm going to do the deep. We're going to go into the rose. I'm going to use this one for the lid color. Okay, so that I'm going to try like it's not in your face. Shimmer or shine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this setting spray. Come on. See if I can get the brush wet and see if that helps. Because you can see it's just kind of not really popping. I want it to pop. And I mean, this happens a lot with even the biggest name brand products that I use. I have to use a wet brush to get a pop. So I'm not upset about that. And it does seem to help. All right. So now let's go back into the berry. I'm going to go into the deeper color and okay, this one might need to build up a little bit, which is fine. As long as it builds up, I'm okay with that. So from what I can tell so far, everything blends very nicely. It did take, I'm going to try to start with more, but it did take, you know, a couple of applications to deepen it up to where I wanted it. Again, I knew the pigment would be, when we swatched them, I knew the pigment would be not to the level that I usually like, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Actually, I'm very impressed with how blendable this is. Look at that. It blended, and I'm hoping that it doesn't blend out like the color. So I'm going to take this, the darker in the rose, and just kind of deepen that up just a little bit. Just for a little bit more of a contrast. You get with these mauve-y colors in roses, they can look a little muddy if you don't have. And I don't think it was looking muddy. I was trying to make sure it didn't. All right. It's not bad. Not bad. Okay. Now, just to show you, I used this and this. And then in here, I used this and this. So I used the ends in both of them. Okay. So we'll put this to the side and come back to it when I finish the bottom lashes. Okay. So now I'm going to say, I was looking for a full look, right? And that for me, it includes lashes. I didn't see where e.l.f. actually does any lashes. So, nope, no lashes. There is a little fallout. I feel like it's kind of probably not much more than you would expect normally, but I will take and clean it up here in a little bit, just see if how easy it comes off. So, you know, it's not like I'm not upset with the eyeshadow look. It's not like blowing me away either. But if I needed something in a pinch, in a hurry, and I was traveling and just grabbed a few things, I could see me grabbing those. Okay, so now I've got, if I can get it out, the H2O proof eyeliner pen. Ooh, I just realized that probably means waterproof, which is fine. I mean, I don't usually get waterproof eyeliners, so I don't know. But I did get a waterproof mascara from them, so you know. You know. Okay, let's see. I don't mind the, okay, nice sharp point. So let's do it. So, my last video, you know, I was pretty down. I had been denied for the surgery I need, and you know, it was just a mess. And I had told you at that point we were going to appeal, and my doctor had wrote a letter of appeal. And I think I even said, you know, if this doesn't change the insurance's mind, they're heartless. Well, I am very happy to say that it did change their mind. The appeal was overturned, and I have been approved for surgery. Yay. So, what does that mean? It means by the time this posts, I will have had surgery. I have a date. I'm waiting for it to be official because, so the insurance called me. Gave me the authorization, gave me the approval, everything that I need to know I was going to have the surgery. But the doctor, you know, they still have to wait for that approval before they can do anything, and I get it. So, you know, and when the insurance called me, they're like, okay, we will send the approval to your doctor. They'll get it in the next so many hours, day, whatever. A couple days, basically. So I do have a surgery date. I think I mentioned that last video. When the appeal was put in, it was stated that there was a date for the surgery, which was the first time I had heard that. And it's in a couple weeks, so okay. Like I said, by the time this posts, I will already have had surgery, and we will catch up with that too, because you know I knew this was coming. So I have been preparing and pre-recording and doing what needed to be done so I can keep flowing pretty smoothly. For the surgery. I'm really hoping there won't be any what is it I'm trying to say? Any breaks? I think I did accidentally skip a week, and I was thinking, you know what? I might leave it. I haven't decided. I might leave it, and then I might decide to go ahead and post some content. Who knows? But, so yeah, if everything goes as planned. Oh man, that had a, where'd it go? That actually had a lot of fallout on it. I didn't think it was that much. It didn't look like that much. And it's still coming off. And believe me, my face was clean. Okay. So, yeah, I'm very excited that I have been approved and that I can get this surgery. And, you know, I was talking to my daughter this morning before she left for work. And I'm like, you know what? For so long, I have done nothing but focus on surviving. One day at a time. Trying to just get through. I've kind of let everything else go. Except for these videos. I did find that it was when I wasn't... Okay, so these get ready with me videos is what I mean. Because you know I had to stop doing the other ones because of my mindset. And I'm hoping to get back to it. And that's just what I was going to say. I'm really hoping to get back to being me, caring a little bit more about things, and not being in my own miserable little world. I really hope that that's possible. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. Lash Out Loud. It is the waterproof. And I do like it. I don't know if you can see because I liked that eyeliner so much I just kept going. Like it was so easy to apply. And the tip was nice and firm, but not too hard or too soft, you know. And I really did like the eyeliner. So far the eyeliner, I should probably make a little thing to keep what my favorites were. So far the eyeliner is there. Mascara, I actually like it too. My little girl's over here and she keeps muffing like she's gonna bark, and I'm like, nope. So I don't have lashes like I said, but this mascara is actually really nice. It made my lashes very dark. I put 2 quick coats on. I'm brushing them out. I will put a third one on, but it did. It made the lashes very dark, very, in my opinion, noticeable. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The wand is very, it reminds me of the Tarte Man-Eater wand. And I do love these kind of wands for especially like lower lashes. They separate and lift. So, yeah. Okay. So the mascara is on my favorite list too. Let me just kind of make sure. I don't think I got it all over me either. Imagine that. Okay. I'm not unhappy with the eyes. I'm really not. Let me know. What do you think? There was a lot more fallout than I thought. That I will say. But it cleaned up really nicely. I don't feel like I've got glitter on my face. Whatever. So, there you go. Now we're going to go to the face. And we've got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have heard wonderful things about this. I've heard it is the equivalent, if not better, than the Milk Hydro Grip. So, and obviously price-wise, a whole lot better. I don't really have prices handy. I keep putting these in the wrong. I have a box over here to put all this in, and I keep putting it in my trash, and my trash is full. So, but believe me, none of this was very expensive. Okay, so first, it feels exactly like the Milk Hydro Primer. My thing about this, and I can say the same because I said the same thing about the Hydro Primer. I want to know, is it blurring? Is it going to be great for my pores? Is it, you know. The only thing I don't like, and this is for both, but this is a gripping primer. And then you have to go and take the bottle and try to squeeze. And I'm sorry that someone has decided to mow their yard again. It seems like it's not even noon. Like, I'm literally here pretty early. I don't know. Okay, let's look at my pores real quick. They're not bad. God, look at that. Okay, so this could be a problem. You see how the mascara is like, when I blink, it's getting on my bottom lash. or my bottom. It cleaned up pretty well. I think it cleaned up pretty well because I have the primer on. But I don't know, I'm going to have to make sure I watch that because apparently I didn't let them dry enough. Okay, so the primer is on. I'm going to spray my face. I love setting sprays. I try to remember. I don't always. It just depends on my mindset. But I like to spray my face after putting primer on. I feel like it does help. As I was saying, I don't think there's a whole lot of blurring going on. So we will have to see what that does. I've got the e.l.f. Camo CC cream. Color correcting full coverage, natural finish. Okay, I'm just going to put it on here because my little, I hope it's the right shade too. It was the shade that I thought. It looks pretty light. It is thicker. And let me just say, it feels thicker, but it's probably, as I talk, I do that, I'm sorry. It is, oh yeah, this color is so not right. Hoping it blends in. Okay. Because it's a gripping primer, it might be what's making it feel even thicker. I would honestly have to try it out with without the gripping to see if it's a thicker, because I'm not huge on thick foundations. Now I did not get a Beauty Blender wet and ready, but so I'm going to use it dry. I know some of you all just cringe when I do that. So I apologize in advance, but I don't mind it wet or damp. I really do like it dry. I feel like I have more control. Okay, so it is looking better. Either it's just blended all in and my face is all one color, or it does look better. I don't know. It depends. What do you think? I definitely think the color could have been better. This is way too light. And it could be too, I don't think I have like a big tan on my face yet. Yes, it's summer, but no, I really haven't been out. So, okay, let's look at the coverage. We know the color's not right. Look at the difference in my face and neck. Oh, holy. Yeah. Might have to see if this color's better for my daughter. Which is weird, because she's typically darker. So it might not. Okay, so there really isn't a lot of movement. Which, okay, it's what we want, right? At least that's what we want with the gripping primer. The color is completely off and it's throwing me off. Which is really weird. This is a Fair 120 neutral. It does. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say I understand the reason the things have changed in the way they are. But before, when you can go into a store and swatch a color, was so much easier. And I think there's better return policies in place now for colors that aren't right, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily one to return stuff, and this is also just so dirt cheap. Okay, so it is a natural finish. I mean, it's almost matte to natural. I hate foundation on my lips. full coverage. I can see, I personally think it's more of a medium to full. I think it can probably be built up. I will not build it up because that's not kind of how I do my makeup. I don't really like that full coverage. So for me, I do like this coverage because it's not completely full. But I think if you want it full, it definitely can go full. It just needs to be built up. Okay. Excuse me. Now, let's see. Let's try the Camo primer. Not primer, excuse me. Camo concealer. Now this color looks like what I would normally get because I like to go a little bit lighter. But because the foundation's so light, it's not really going to give me that lighter look I want for under my eyes. So this is light sand. Okay. I would have to try this with different foundations as well. Because the one thing I'm going to say is I do feel like it's like sinking into my fine lines and wrinkles. I do feel like it's making them a little bit more noticeable. And to be fair, I don't know if it's the foundation or the concealer. It doesn't look bad. I'm not going to sit here and say that it looks awful. It really doesn't. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say, at least this time, with this foundation, that I think it's amazing. Okay. I should have washed my sponges last time. I washed my daughter's. All right, so now, these halo wands have been all over. They came out the same time that Tarte came out with theirs, which, you know, Charlotte Tilbury has theirs. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of all of those. So when these came out, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. So I've got the contour, the blush, the highlight. I did not buy a bronze. I don't know why I didn't buy a bronze, but I didn't. So we're going to go without a bronze. Okay? Yeah, okay. So, obviously, I'm going to start with the contour. This is the light to medium. Did it again. Open it up and let's see what it looks like. Okay. I don't know if it closes and like the others, they have it where you can turn it to open and close. I don't really, I kind of see that, but I don't. So the head on this is, the sponge head is so much smaller than the others. Not that that's a problem, just making an observation. Okay, so I'm going to say that color, look at that. I was afraid that it might blend in too much. Kind of be a non-existent and disappear. That's not what happened. It actually is very pretty. Like, that is very, 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 very pretty. It blended very nicely. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Va, va, boom. Yes, I'm being weird again. I like that a lot. I don't know, is it close? I can't really tell, so just gonna put that on there. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Nice. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. Like, I don't know if I would put a bronze over that. That is so pretty. So let's go with the blush. Now, normally, you know, I do the contour, then the blush. I mean, the highlight, then the blush. But because these are more liquidy, I think I'm going to do the blush. Wrong side, Erin. Do the blush and then come back and do the contour. So that's my plan. I got all my brushes sitting right here. This time I actually remembered to grab brushes. So this color is, what color is this? Berry Radiant, which, you know, I did the berry eyes. Why not? Can't say that's why I meant to do or anything. It's just wow, that's pretty. That is very, very pretty. And a total different color than the other blush I have that's like this from Charlotte Tilbury. That is very nice. I'm going to do, because I like my nose to be a little blush. Okay. Can you all really see the difference between the the blush and the contour? That is very nice. Very, very nice. I need to take a sponge here in a minute and just make sure everything's blended, but we'll get there. Now, this is the highlight, and it's in Champagne. Do the same thing. I didn't do my brows yet. It's okay. We got some new stuff to do there too. Okay. So I'm just going to put a dot there. Oh, wow. And a dot there to start. Let's see. You guys know I'm not huge on highlight. Like it's one of those things I have to really be in the mood for. But I did that very little dot, and look, can you tell? Put a little bit. I'm not going to do it left-handed because that's a guarantee way for me to mess up. Okay, the highlight's nice, but it's not like I am not so bold over with the highlight like I am the bronze and the blush. And that's okay because the bronze, the contour, not the bronze. But I will use those more than I'll use that highlight. Okay, all right. Let's get back to the brows. I got something I've never tried before. I'm going to set my face real quick though, because I'm really... I'm really enjoying this. So let's set that. So I've got soap brows, and I've got a instant lift brow pencil. I'm not really sure the brow pencil is the right color, but come on, woman. Get out of there. You know, all things considering, I'm not unhappy with any of this. I hope this is a pencil, not a... Okay, good. I was going to say, please tell me I didn't get a wet brow thingy, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I used to have a bottle of water that I kept in here to spray. I don't rightly see it. Okay. What I'm going to do... All right, so that's a problem in my opinion. I'm opening it up, just opened it, and it comes out. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. So I do have a spoolie, and I'm just going to spray it. I don't have my water, so I'm double checking to make sure I don't know where my water's at, and I'm not going to go grab it. So I'm just going to spray this just with, you know, a little toner. Go in here, and you're supposed to work it up. I said I've never done. I wonder if I should spray on the... I'll spray this too. At least it'll smell good. Smell like rose water. Okay. Now you guys know I love the Anastasia Brow Freeze, and I'm really hoping that this will be a good alternative, because actually I was going to buy the Anastasia Brow Freeze when I saw they had the soap brows, and I know a lot of people that use these soap brows. I've never done soap brows, so I wanted to see if I actually could feel that there was something on there, and there is. Okay. Honestly, I don't mind it. And I like that it's supposed to be, but it's clear and you can't see it and all that. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay. So the color I got... doesn't say. Okay. It is a pencil. So let's just... I'm sorry. Now for me, I'm not going to lie. I love my brow products. It's going to take a lot for me to replace that. And this isn't bad. Yeah. It's not bad. Would I reach for it first? You know, I don't know yet. I'm going to be honest. I'm so accustomed to just reaching for my Anastasia. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all, honestly. And with the soap gel, I need to wax. Okay, we are almost done. I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm so sorry. We got, let's do the under the lashes. And I think I'm going to go with, I didn't bring a brush for this, so excuse me while I reach over here and grab a brush. I want to take this color, just kind of smoke it out on the bottom. You know, I really don't mind. Okay, so look, it's got some more fallout. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. I really don't mind these little bite-sized things. Would I buy more? Maybe not, because they have a ton of different colors. Okay, so that was really wet. It was very unfortunate. Okay. I did get that really wet under my eye. Little damage control where the mascara was. Let that sit for a minute. This side looks fine. I'm not even going to bother it. I don't want to use the soap brow wand. I always keep like 2 different wands handy. So. Okay, so this mascara is kind of a mess. I don't know, maybe it's me. Overall, I don't mind it, but it is a very wet formula. So just be cautious. Okay. I know you can probably see the same errors I'm seeing, but that's okay. Now we're going to do our lips. That's the last thing we have. And I bought a lip exfoliator. Now, they had this in like 3 different flavors. I remember I got the sweet cherry. There was a mint. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the other flavor was. So you just put it on, rub it in, and then wipe it off. So that's what we're going to do. My lips always need a good... Like, I have some exfoliators, but they're very messy. Like, I'll use them in the shower. Because when you put them on, they just, like, fall apart. This really doesn't feel like an exfoliator. Like, I don't really feel like it did much to exfoliate. Okay. So we'll see. I'll try it more often. You know, just as a first touch, I just don't feel like it exfoliated much. So now I've got, oh, I love that. I've got something that smells kind of hot in this room and I don't know why. Okay. My phone's going absolutely apeshit. I've got e.l.f. Glossy Lip Stain. So it's a lip stain that's glossy, and I'm like, interesting, because most lip stains you put it on, you wipe it off. This one stays glossy, and when it does wear off, you've got a nice little stain underneath. So, that color's pretty. And it's thicker than my other stains. I actually like that. The bottle reminds me very much of, oh my God, what is the brand? Thought I had some right next to me. Okay, it reminds me of it and I can't remember what it is. This color is... Power Mauve. It's very pretty. Look how glossy it looks. I like it. I will... be curious what it looks like, you know, stain-wise. Should I wipe it off and see? Let's wipe it off and see. Wow. That's pretty. Look, that's the stain. Okay, this... Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to put it back on because I did like the way it looked glossy. Okay, so let's talk favorites. I am going to say, overall, I like everything on here. There are some things I struggled with more than others. So let's talk about what I absolutely liked. First of all, I loved this eyeliner. Like, this eyeliner, it just went on like a dream. It didn't pull, it didn't tug, it went right on. I was able to play with it, move it. This eyeliner for the win. Next win is, I don't mind the blue spray. The blue protecting blue light micro setting. I don't mind it at all. I don't feel like I'm too wet. I feel like it sets really well. Okay, that's a win. These are by far, yeah, I loved these. This is the blonde, the contour and the blush. Amazing. And then the lip, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to look at other colors. I love it. So let me just say, I don't think there's anything in here I can say I didn't like. These little bite size, perfect little travel things. I thought they built up really nice. They blended very pretty. They didn't just like bow. They didn't just like bow me over as far as being amazing products, but they're not bad. I mean, they're $3 each. I think they are worth more than $3 each. So I would, you know, if you're looking for something quick, if you're on a budget, they have tons of these colors. The highlight didn't really do me much, but I'm not a highlight person. I almost didn't buy the highlight because I just am not into highlights. The CC cream. It's hard for me to judge this because the color was so wrong. It looks good now. It looks, so I do feel very put together. I feel my pores. Right in here, I have some more prominent, but for the most part, I think it looks really well. I do feel it on my skin. I think it's because it's full coverage, and that's another reason why I don't wear full coverage, but it's not bad. Not bad. And this grip primer, if you like grip primer, this was, in my opinion, about the equivalent of the Milk at a fraction of the cost. I'm not a huge gripping primer fan, but if it's there. The Soap Brow, we're going to keep working on it. I don't not like it. I just got to keep working on it. Same with the eyebrow pencil. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just going to have to keep playing with it. And mascara, finally. That's the one thing that gave me probably the hardest time. It was a very wet formula, so every time I blinked, I got it all over me. You can still see I've got it under my eye, or I didn't clean it up real well. So they have a ton of different types of mascaras. I went with that one because that's more what I really like and I want. So I do like it. I think it separates. It looks great. It's dark. It doesn't lash it loud. I don't remember if it's volumizing. I do feel like, that's why I was trying to think if it was volumizing or lengthening. I do feel like give me some volume. So I can't say it's bad. I'm going to have to play with it. You have to learn how to do it. It was wetter than I'm used to. Other than that, I think that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this. I love doing these little things. It's not always that I can just go buy a whole face full of product and not break the bank. But e.l.f. is very nicely priced. And it's good. I mean, it's good product. I've used it for years. Oh, like I said, I had the primer putty. I also have this contour thing that I use. Contour and highlight palette. I use it often. So they have products that I do really, really like. Okay, so that's it for today. Let me know what I love this lipstick. Gosh, how pretty is that? Yeah, I will be getting more of those. I don't need more. I have so much lipstick over here. It's crazy, but when you like something, you like something. Okay, anyways, thank you for joining me. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I will keep you updated surgery-wise. By the time this posts, I will already have surgery, so you will see this go. But it does look like I am on the way to getting surgery, so thank you for those that have been praying and keeping me in your thoughts. And if you can continue those prayers as we go through this surgery and recovery, that'd be great. So, until next time, guys, take care, behave.